You're now watching Q News, and here are the top stories for this hour. The Israeli military has launched a ground operation in Beit Hanun, northern Gaza, accompanied by artillery and airstrikes targeting alleged Hamas fighters and infrastructure. Military spokesperson Daniel Hagari stated that the Nahal Brigade carried out the overnight operation guided by intelligence. The military claims the offensive aims to enhance security for areas near Gaza. Airstrikes reportedly struck alleged Hamas positions, with the army asserting that civilians were permitted to evacuate during the operation. The Israeli army has detained the director of the Kamal Adwan hospital in northern Gaza, burned sections of its facilities, and destroyed all generators, further deepening the healthcare crisis in the region. The Palestinian Ministry of Health has issued an urgent appeal for international intervention to sustain medical services amid the escalating situation. Israeli forces, meanwhile, continue their relentless attacks for the 449th consecutive day, resulting in severe humanitarian conditions and the displacement of 95% of Gaza's residents. U.S. media have stated that the Biden administration remains hopeful about a potential ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, as well as a detainee exchange. Despite recent stalled negotiations, the White House believes a deal is still achievable before Biden's term ends. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby emphasized the ongoing pressure on both sides to reach an agreement, holding Hamas responsible for the delays. Disagreements remain centered on the list of detainees to be released in the initial phase of the deal. And moving to the escalating tensions in Yemen, Israeli media outlets have reported that Israel is preparing to launch extensive military operations against the Houthis in Yemen, with the goal of weakening the group and targeting its leadership in response to their attacks. According to Israeli security sources, Israel proposed to the United States and other countries the idea of conducting joint operations against the Houthis, with estimates suggesting the campaign would last several weeks. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom survived an airstrike on Yemen's main airport on Thursday. The attack, reportedly carried out by Israel, hit Sana'a International Airport, with Adhanom telling Reuters that the explosions were so intense in his ears that they were still ringing. The Syrian Military Operations Command has announced the establishment of a military checkpoint near the gate of the Hamim military airport, which is used by Russia as a base in the rural area of Latakia. The military administration in Syria denied circulating reports about the entry of Military Operations Command forces into the Russian Hamim base in the Latakia countryside and the arrest of several Syrian officers. The Syrian embassy in Beirut has announced the suspension of consular services until further notice. The embassy has urged expatriates in Lebanon to follow its official page for important updates regarding the resumption of consular services. Syria's military operations chief Ahmed al-Shara has met a Bahraini delegation led by the head of Bahrain's strategic security agency Ahmed bin Abdulaziz Al Khalifa in Damascus. Bahrain emphasized its support for Syria's security and stability, pledging assistance in facilitating the return of refugees. This visit follows a series of high-level engagements between Syria's new administration and international officials after the recent political shift, marking significant changes in diplomatic relations. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Q News.